Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, persons. I'm Dr. Rupali Mahesh Gauri, Professor of Ophthalmology, Dr. D.Y. Patil Medical College. My topic is just optional. Now, do you think that what is more important? Being a teacher, there is always a dilemma. Are you patient-oriented or a student-oriented? So this dilemma, I feel, for the OPD base, OPD is a USP of the hospital. When there is a patient load has to be increased in IPD, the OPD procedure should be smooth. Patient should be happy at the OPD level. So there should be a minimum time to be given for the teaching and the maximum time to be given for the patient care. That is why I feel that it should be there should not be a elaborated teaching in the OPD. Why this problem is there? When we start teaching in the OPD basis, the patients, they are keep waiting. They are waiting and waiting with their small kids, sometimes with the old age person. They have different multiple systemic issue also. So these patients are getting problem because of your teaching procedure. So, and it is all just the time constraint. All problems are related to time constraint. Second point, from the patient's point of view, the patients, we didn't sought informed consent from the OPD level that used as a clinical material, which is there like in a IPD setup. And second thing, the patient don't have their lack of privacy. There is a lack of privacy and the dignity of the patient. Many students are seeing one, if you find one particular patient, many students are going and seeing the findings. That patient may get harassed also sometime. And it may do some negative publicity, वहाँ पे तो बहुत time waste होता है, OPD में ही. Then you are lacking on the patient load in the IPD. Now these are the only the patient point of view you are considering. No, there are some learners challenges also in OPD teaching. Many times they are like a passive observer, because as we see in this picture, the consultant is sitting on the chair and is talking. He or she is seeing the patient clinically, and most of the talk goes on a theoretical, like a keratic precipitate. It should be just like this is how the keratic precipitate look, and that's all. It is mutton fat or it is a fine capes. But the discussion is going on, how the aqueous current flow. This is just because being a teacher, we want to speak more. So this is how the patient are lacking. And they are like just a passive observer rather than an active learner. It's like accessing a Wikipedia rather than editing a Wikipedia. There are different, we don't know what patients are going to come in the OPD. So there is no clear objective to the student as well as the teacher also, ki what I am going to teach. So they are like, they don't have a clear objective, what I am going to learn today. But if we'll see in the IPD, there will be they know, these are the patient admitted. They read something about it, they come with the queries. So they will have better knowledge and better clinical skills also. And there is a lack of opportunity for reflect their doubts, because considering the time constraint, they can't ask the question. We may say, we will discuss it later. So why not the later opportunity of bedside clinic is used rather than the OPD teaching? There are inadequate feedback also for the students, because many times the consultant is seeing here, the resident is seeing over there, and what he is doing, we cannot give a proper feedback in front of patient that you have done this thing wrongly, because the patient may get a lack of confidence in the treating doctor. Okay, so that is why many times it is not a time-specific feedback, and time-specific feedback is required. These are the learner challenges and the teacher's challenges. There is most of the time, as I said, it is a recall on the fact, not on the clinical sign. And many times, being a busy OPD, teachers speak loudly. So it is a high pitch, and the patient may get disturbed also. The lack of identification of need of the learner. Many times, are we talking to the JR? Are we talking to the CR? What is his need? That we just lost, because multiple learner, multiple problem. So it is difficult to identify the particular need of the student who is standing in front of you. And obviously, being a medical college teacher, we have NAC, we have NABH, we have ISO. so many things together. So dean is calling, so you cannot supervise your student properly. So these are the challenges for the teacher. Now, can't we just stop with teaching over there? No, because as we see, बच्चा भी दूध पीना सीख जाता है. Just he start eating with his own hand just by observational skill. So be a role model in front of the your student and see the patient. He can learn many things without actually a formal teaching. To summarize, it is a busy clinical setting. Teaching time often short, no time for elaborate teaching, no control over distribution and organization of time, attending to several patients at same time with multiple level learners, brief teacher-trainee interactions, patient care demands usually priority and must be addressed, multiple patients' problem, addressed simultaneously, so teacher cannot focus on one problem to teach, and learning service is more on priority. Organic and psychosocial problems are intervened. Diagnostic questions are often settled by follow-up in the empiric treatment. So I think teacher should be a guide and facilitator rather than the information provided in OPD teaching. We must acknowledge that most important, indeed the only thing we have offered to our student is ourselves. Everything else they can read in the book. These are my references. Thank you.